Hi, Tiffany. Welcome back to my house sitting job. How are you? How you been? It's actually been too long this time. Usually I say that and I don't mean it. Usually it's been like a few hours, but this time it's actually been quite a long time. I didn't mean for it to be. It just happened. Anyway, today we have a reading vlog where I read a bunch of books for my Patreon. Like I've been saying, I've been going absolutely hog wild with the readathons on Patreon. Like, it's been crazy. So I had a little readathon on Patreon. I decided to vlog some of it. I read a bunch of horror. I don't want to be a spoiler Sally. All of them were absolute bangers. All of them were like 5 stars. Now, before we get into the books, I do want to say that I'm somebody who struggles with creativity. And not so much in the sense of like, oh, I don't know how to be creative. I struggle with the process of ideas, coming up with them. Really. As you can see from like my many good ideas for videos, like my childhood trauma chooses my TBR. Potato chooses my TBR. The potato one the patrons know about. The absolute lore on my Patreon. But anyway, I like to think of myself as like a creative. However, sometimes that well is dry. But that's where the sponsor of today's video, Skillshare, comes in. Skillshare is an online community for creatives with thousands of classes led by industry experts across film, illustration, design, freelance, productivity, and more. Skillshare can help you take your hobbies to career. Like I was saying, I watched this class from this guy named Esteban. He made this class about having like a creativity toolkit where he has like all of these ideas for brainstorming. The way that he came at the topic of creativity, of ideas, was almost like science-based. And he talked about like the neuroplasticity of our minds and like how like when we think of one thing that we're so used to, it's very easy to stick with that. But he talks about sort of opening other pathways in the mind to have like greater, more creative ideas, and like also like not being like shamed of these things. It was honestly super, super helpful. Not only that, but the man is charismatic. I was like drawn in. I couldn't look away. His was one of many classes that I have joined. I can't tell you how much I love Skillshare. Skillshare is like the perfect place for anything that you want to do. You think it? There's a place for it, my dude. On Skillshare, music, food, AI, and like computer stuff. If you want to learn how to use like Photoshop, Excel, like Notion, the possibilities, my Tiffany in Christ, are endless, okay? Month after month after month, I am learning that and I'm obsessed with it. I don't know about you, but me, end of August, beginning of September, I love this time of year. It's like in that movie with Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks called You've Got Mail, where they're like, I love back to school season. I want to have like bouquets of sharpened pencils. That's how I feel too. There is no better time choosing a skill, choosing a new hobby, doing something like technical, like learning Photoshop or computer stuff. I'm honestly not like an expert in that at all. Then this time of year, like there's something about the fall that just like calls to being like a smart girly. And I want nothing more than one day to get a bouquet of sharpened pencils, because that image, dude, has stayed with me. Anyway, that's besides the point. We're talking about Skillshare, not You've Got Mail. What's best, I think, about Skillshare is the community of people on Skillshare. Like, not only does it feel both like this independent sort of study, but then you also have like a community of people that you can share your work with, share your knowledge with. You have these communities of people, and then you have these learning paths, which are basically like curated lists, like playlists that you can go down on specific topics. Like I was looking at one earlier about creating a YouTube channel, and like there's like ones for Notion, there's ones for creativity, there's ones for Procreate. There are so many different avenues, areas you can go down. I'm like, I'm hyper just thinking about it. There's so much to do on Skillshare, and I cannot recommend it enough. Very importantly, you're like, okay, Jordaline, what's in it for me? Let me tell you, you Cheeto Dust Angel. You click the link in my description. The first 500 people get their first month of Skillshare for free. The first 500 people to click the link in my description to use my link get the first month of Skillshare for free. It doesn't, Tiffany, get any better than that. The first 500 people who clickety click the link Bing bada boom. Take a class on vegan cheese. Take the class by Esteban. Take a class on Procreate, on photography. Follow your heart. Follow your dreams. Once again, click the link in my description. Get your first month of Skillshare for free if you're one of the first 500. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. They are my personal daddy. I don't have one, but I'm just starting to think like maybe they are my daddy actually. Anyway, is that weird to say? I read a few books in this reading vlog, probably about 4. The first book that I read was Chocolate Chip Cookie Murder by Joanne Fluke. This book is crazy, okay? This is about this girl named Hannah. She owns a little bakery in this town. It's like in Michigan or something. Her bakery is called the Cookie Jar. Nothing bad happens in little towns in Michigan, if that's where this book is set. I don't remember. And then a body is discovered behind Hannah's bakery. Not only just like anybody either. It's like hot Ron. It's Ron who's hot. Hannah finds the body and she's like, I'm a good Christian woman. And I cannot have this. Hannah kind of gets involved, not because she like really wants to, but just because she's like, you know what, I'm following all of these clues, whatever. Things go from there. It's like a cozy, cute little mystery. And I will never get over this cover. It's so cute. I'm at my old house, looking after my roommate's cats. And look how cute they are. Hi, Mama. Hi. And then after that, I just so happened to read The Eyes of the Best Part by Monica Kim. This is about Jiwon. Jiwon is living with her mother and her sister. Her father has like abandoned them basically. I thought her father died. No. He just like left. He was like, you know what if I just like got a different family? What if I just chose a different family for myself? And so he left. So Jiwon's mother is heartbroken. They're heartbroken, the whole family. But then Jiwon's mother gets a boyfriend named George, who's like this white dude. And Jiwon and her sister Jihoon are like, absolutely not. We hate this guy. But their mother is so happy. She's like, oh my God, George. I don't want to say too much because I wasn't expecting it to be what it was. Things are crazy and there are eyeballs involved. That's all I'm going to say. And then I also read We Used to Live Here by Mark Kuehler. This is a book about 2 women. They're gay. You know, they're pussy popping. They buy this house, right? And they're renovating it. They're kind of like house flippers in a way. They're renovating this house, hoping that they can resell it for something a bit more. One day, after like a month or so of renovating, there's a knock at the door. And only Eve, one of the girlfriends, is home. But she answers the door and she's like, hello. And there's this guy with his 3 children and his wife standing on their like little porch. And she's like, hello, what do you want? And he's like, hi. I used to live here. It's crazy. I used to live here. And we were in the neighborhood and I kind of wanted to show my kids around the house. If that's okay. And Eve, being a chronic people pleaser, is like, sure. Yeah, okay. And then shit goes down from there. This is crazy. Finally, I read Incidents Around the House by Josh Mallerman. This is a horror novel about a young girl named Bella. She's 8 years old. Everything's fine. She loves her mommy. She loves Daddo. She loves grandma. Everything's cool. Except for this like thing called Other Mommy. Other Mommy comes out of her closet sometimes and is like, hey, we're like friends. Also, can I go into your heart? And Bella, being maybe not like the dumbest little bitch, is like, absolutely not. You cannot do that. Like, we're friends, sure, but we're not like that close. The book is about her family, Bella's family, escaping from this thing called Other Mommy. So those are the 4 books that I read in this video. I hope you enjoy this reading vlog. I had a lot of fun filming it. I really miss doing reading vlogs. I want to do them more often. I hope you like it. Let me know down below if you've read any of these books. And yeah, cool. I don't know what to do. I'm just like, I'm out of my element. Like, I'm not used to being in this house and filming. Like, I used to do it all the time, but now I'm kind of like, I don't even live here, bro. Like, I could if I wanted to. Like, I could just sort of like sneak in and like she would like, I could like literally frog her, but I won't do it because I'm like a good person. But enjoy the vlog. It was so good seeing you. I'll see you again. Thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring. Okay, see you soon. Okay, bye, 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 bye.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the 4-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count. It's alright. Hush.
Hello, my pumpkin pie bitch. How are you? How's it going? Oh my gosh, it's been so long. So I'm currently doing a Patreon exclusive no, it's a readathon. A Patreon exclusive readathon called Breakfast at Tiffany's. It's like a whole thing. This is what it looks like. It's gorgeous. It's like a menu. I've been busy. I've been crazy busy these last few days. And by crazy busy, I mean kind of like depressed, but also kind of busy. I'm now just getting into it. I think we have like 5 days left of the readathon. I started reading my first book, which is The Chocolate Chip Cookie Murder. I think I'm like 2 hours into it, listening to the audiobook, and I am living, laughing, loving. The main character, while she's kind of like, I'm not like other girls, I kind of live for her. She's very judgy, and she's very much like, oh my God, that girl made like such a stupid decision and I would never. But then she's also kind of like, oh my God, why am I so judgy? I'm just the worst. Like that's kind of the vibe she gives. And I can't even blame her because I kind of be like that too. Like I'm kind of a douche too. So like I can't even be mad. I really like it. I'm really sad, honestly, that hot Ron died because he sounded really hot. Damn. Why has it got to be the hot guy? Ron is dead. And I just love also, can I just say, and like I know, I'm like boom, 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 but I'm kind of hyper. I'm like a little bit hyper. I think it's like 10 p.m. right now. And I just finished filming like a little intro for a video. And I'm just like, I'm feeling the vibe. I'm feeling the energy. I'm really into, what was I going to say? I literally, I was gonna say something and then I had to like apologize for my own personality. I lost it when I had to apologize for how I act. Story of my life. Oh, I'm obsessed with how the main character, whose name is Miranda, I can't remember her name. I love that she's just like allowed to just like be a detective. Like her brother-in-law is a police officer, and so Ron was found by her bakery, and like Ron, the police officer, her brother-in-law, is like, you just do the police work and I'm just gonna be here. It's crazy. Listen, I'm not surprised. She's just running around doing interviews, picking up clues. Like she's doing most of the legwork, and Rob, whatever his name is who knows what the fuck he's doing. She's solving the mystery. She's solving the murder. Listen, I get it. It's like part of the plot. I really like it. I like the cast of characters. I like the main character. I'm like suspicious of everyone. The moment I started the audiobook, I was like, it's this bitch. Actually, no, it's this bitch. Like, I'm so suspicious. And that's how I always am. Every single time I read a mystery novel, I'm like, I'm gonna figure this out before it ends. And then I don't actually figure it out. I want to be good at solving mysteries. I am not. Bro, if you played Clue with me, I'm a mess. Okay, in Clue, I want to be that girl. Okay, I want to be the girl who's like, yes, it was Timothy in the butler's room with a wrench. Like, I want to be that girl, but I'm not that girl. Instead, I'm the girl who's like, I don't know. I think I've only ever won Clue, like the board game, once in my life. I love Clue though, because I love the opportunity to try, you know? Anyway, this week has been, do you know what I mean? My sister moved out of my apartment. I know, how short-lived was that? That's crazy, isn't it? My sister moved out. Apparently she hated living with me because I wanted her to like earn her keep and like get a job, and like that was too much for her. She couldn't take it. So yeah, that was crazy. She moved out, and now I have my library back, as you can see, and that's kind of what spurred me to really like finish the library. Was like, there's nobody in this room anymore. I can, you know, pop my pussy in here. I can come in here, pussy pop in. I've been a little bit depresso, like not because of the sister thing. I really don't care. I like living alone, and like I told her that so many times, and maybe that was probably why she also wanted to leave. Because I was like, love living alone, but welcome. I love living alone. So that's not it. I don't know. I think I need to get my meds checked out. Like something's not right. I've also been sleeping weird. Like, and I know that you think like, oh, you always sleep weird. No, I'm sleeping for like 13 hours. I slept for like 11, 12 hours last night. It's crazy. I've been sleeping too long. And I looked it up. I Googled it because that's what you do. And it said that like it was like a symptom of depression. And I was like, wait a minute, I still have depression? This is ridiculous. I know I still have depression. I'm just treating it with medication. But I think I need to like up my meds or get them like rebalanced or something like that. Because I just feel like something's off. Do you know what I mean? Something's not right in the force stuff. Anyway, I'm hoping actually finish the book maybe tonight. Is that crazy? I kind of want to finish it tonight because I do want to know what's going to happen, but I will keep you updated. Okay. It was so good seeing you. God, I love it when I see you and your beautiful face. I just like, I don't want to say that I get turned on because that's like inappropriate, but like at the same time, like, hi, how are you? Okay, bye.
You see the truth behind the veil.
Hello. How are you? It is currently Friday and I have finished 2 books. Tiffany, I finished 2 books. 2 books in 2 days. My Tiffany and Christ. Last time I talked to you, I was reading Chocolate Chip Cookie Murder. Just so you know, I finished this and I fucking loved it, dude. I loved it. First things first, right off the bat, there is fat phobia. Of course there is. A book called Chocolate Chip Cookie Murder is gonna have fat phobia. Of course it was only like in like one scene, but one scene especially where it was like, oh my God, she's like so fat, blah, 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 blah. Other than that, loved it. I really enjoyed the main character. I loved the mystery. I think that was the thing I loved the most about it, was like the mystery and like the cast of characters. You really got like a sense of like the people in this town. You really got like the vibe of it. And I'm really, really excited to read the second book. Also, there was like a love triangle kind of thing, but I really loved this and I would 100% recommend you pick it up because it was just a lot of fun. Also, it seems like they're like republishing these. So the next book in like the paperback, like this version, comes out in, I think in 2025. So that was a bit disappointing, but I can just listen to the audiobooks. The audiobook was like super old. It had like end of disc 4. The audiobook is old. It was a bit crackly. It like really satisfied that craving that I had for like a really cozy kind of mystery. Besides like the whole fat phobia thing, it was giving cozy. Also, can I just say this lighting is eating? Like, hello? My skin also looks like Loomis. Don't be fooled. My skin, disgusting, hideous. But this lighting? Hello? Knock, knock, knock. Who is that? Beauty? I need to stop. I want to give it 5 stars because I really loved it. It was just a lot of fun. It was easy. It was fluffy, besides the fat phobia thing. Also, there's fucking recipes in here, bro. And the way that there were like multiple recipes where I was like, I have to fucking make that. There was what the book is named after, which are like these chocolate chip crunch cookies, where it's like chocolate chip cookies with like cornflakes in them. Sounds so good. And then there were these other ones called like chocolate cherry drops or something. And those, bro, if you know me at all, you know me. I fucking love maraschino cherries. My dude, my brother in Christ. I love maraschino cherries. The cherry drops are like a chocolate cookie with like a thumbprint sort of thing. And then you put a cherry and then you cover that cherry in chocolate. Oh, the way that I need that in my life. So yeah, there's also recipes in here and I'm definitely going to make a few of them. Also in the audiobook, she like literally read out loud the recipes and like, which like I get, like if somebody's reading the book and they don't have the physical copy, like that could be helpful. But the whole time though, when she was reading out the recipes, I was like, whoever's listening to this is gonna have to like quickly jot down the things and like pause it and then like rewind it and then like write. And anyway, so I read that. I read this on Thursday. And then I don't remember if I talked to you about this, but it plans to read The Eyes of the Best Part. And guess what, bitch? I did. I fucking read it. Oh my God. Okay. I'm like, listen, I've had this thought. I'm assuming it's going to be like an unpopular opinion, but hear me out, okay? First of all, fucking loved this. I read it in like one sitting. I couldn't stop. Like I didn't plan to read it in one sitting, but I couldn't help it. Like I loved it so much. But this, for me, if I'm being honest with you, Tiffany, and I never want to be honest with you, I thought that it was a better version of Mayfly. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like I know some of you are like, what are you talking about? They're like not even like similar books. They are, okay? They are similar books. They're both following like female serial killers. This just does it so much better, I feel, because it really like gets down to the root of the problem. Bro, chapter 32, I finished that chapter and I was like, I need to remember where I can find that if I want to reference it. Because I was also like, I need to read this to Tiffany because Tiffany's going to lose her goddamn mind. I started it and I was like, oh my God, what is going on? Because also I was completely wrong about the synopsis. I was dead wrong. Ji-won, the whole book, I was just so conflicted because I was like, you're a terrible person. You're awful. But at the same time, I was like, I kind of get where you're coming from. At the same time, though, I was kind of like, I don't really care. Like, it kind of reminded me of like Jennifer's Body when Needy is like, you're killing people. And then Jennifer's like, no, I'm killing boys. Like, that's the vibe of this book. It's like, is she really doing anything that bad? This book did not disappoint even a little bit. Like, it was so fucking good. And it's crazy how good, like, I can't get over it, bro. This is gonna be like in my top horror books of the year because I loved this so fucking much. Before we get too far, let me read you a little bit from chapter 32 because that shit might have like changed my brain chemistry. What is the truth? The truth is that men like George seldom notice things unless they are directly involved with them. Men like him are stupid and oblivious, convinced of their own self-importance. That night, I could have stabbed him, dug the knife into his throat, and if I had told him it was an accident, he would have believed me. After all, why would he suspect docile, sweet, submissive Jaewon? What reason would I have for hurting him? Why would a woman, let alone an Asian woman, challenge his authority? George sees himself as an alpha male. In his mind, only another man could pose any kind of threat or challenge. That's why he behaves the way he does, ogling Jihoon and me and all the other women openly in front of my mother, treating us as though we are objects and not human beings. He does not fear her. He does not fear us. If anything, Uma is lucky that he chose her out of all the other Oriental women he could have chosen to save. Men like George aren't like us. Not like me, not like Jihoon. Not even my father, another man, can compare because George's power doesn't come from only the fact that he has a penis. It comes from his whiteness. For us, that kind of certainty and self-assuredness is an impossibility. We girls are taught from an early age that we are demonstrably inferior to our male counterparts. We are smaller, weaker, stupider. When we succeed, it's only because men allow us to. And as Asian women, we are foreign and especially powerless, with our supposedly porcelain skin, delicate physiques, and slanted pussies, and quiet, submissive natures. The way that shit put succinctly so many things, reading it makes me fill with anger. Monica Kim was like, how can I write this book and then at the same time also pop my pussy? How can I do it? And chapter 32 came and she was like, got it. And from then on, she was pussy popping right on our fucking faces. That, oh my God, just chapter 32. Reading it was a holy experience. Reading it was like seeing God for the first time. I think I'm religious now. If you have not read this, you absolutely need to. It's so fucking good. And the whole book is crazy. Okay, but what I want to talk to you about though, also, this is, by the way, this is 5 stars. 5 fucking stars. Like, there was a point where I was like, do I like this? But then very quickly, proven wrong. You love this, actually. This is your favorite fucking thing in the world. What I will say, though, is that there were, like, certain things where I was like, and again, okay, you're going to be like, Jordan, that's every book for you. But hear me out. There was a part where I was like, this is gay. I know what you're thinking. You're like, Jordan, that's literally every book. I see the hominality. That's not even a fucking word. I see the homosexuality. Sorry, that's the right word. Hominality? What the fuck is that? Anyway, I see the homosexuality in everything, okay? You can't blame me. You know me. My whole life revolves around just being fucking gay. Like, that's my entire personality. My entire personality hinges on the fact that I'm attracted to the same fucking sex, including you. Hello? Hi. Anyway, okay. She meets this girl named Alexis. And the moment she meets Alexis, she's like, oh my God, Alexis is so pretty. And like, she has freckles and her eyes are the color of honey. Bro, immediately I was like, a homo. There's a fucking homo in this book. God bless. I was so happy. And I was like, oh my God, I ship it. Like, I was shipping it the whole book because also, bro, there were multiple scenes. Like, every single time Alexis would come into the picture, she'd be like, my fingers tingle where she touched me or whatever. And then there was this other scene where they like almost kissed. Slight spoiler alert. Like, not really, but like a slight spoiler alert. At the end of the book, she was like, I'm so happy that we're friends. Friends? Y'all were the gayest thing I've ever fucking seen. What do you mean, friends? Like, you guys were basically scissoring on the page. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you were like confessing your love every fucking time that she was in the scene. Like, what do you mean, friends? I don't understand it, Tiffany. That was the only thing where I was like, what do you mean, heterosexual? I don't understand that part. But other than that, bro, other than like the missed opportunity of there being some lesbians, I loved every moment of it. there's something so beautiful and satisfying about this book. Were there parts where I was like, that would never happen in real life? I didn't care because I was like, it's the fantasy. It's the fantasy. And you know what? This is how I think Mayfly should have been. And I know that a lot of girlies, I know that you girlies love Mayfly, and I get that. But this is how it should have been. It should have been like slightly gay. It should have been this. One of the many things I didn't like about Mayfly was the fact that she like fell in love with a dude. That's crazy. In my head, you cannot have a female serial killer and have her be a heterosexual woman. This is the same thing as fucking mindfuck, my guy. You can't have a female serial killer who's like out here, on men, but then have them be in a relationship with a man. Like, that makes no fucking sense. Julia Roberts sleeping with the enemy. Like, you can't do it. So the fact that she didn't really have like a love interest, even though she fucking did. It's just perfect. In my head, it's perfect. And I know I've been rambling about this for so long, but it's perfect, my dude. I loved it so much. If you have not read this, please read it. Please read it. I'm begging you. So I've read 2 books in 2 days, and now I don't know what I want to read. But I did go on my Instagram and I asked my Instagram followers, but if you want to join me on Instagram, you can. I put up a poll and asked them which book I should read, so we'll see. But the books I have are Body and Soul Food, Incidents Around the House by Josh Malerman, and We Used to Live Here. I don't know what people are going to choose. I kind of think people are going to choose this one. The prompt I'm using for this one also is going to be a book featured on the Jordan Reads channel, which is so easy for me because I own all the books that I own, and I've talked about most of the books I own on my channel, so it makes it very easy, so I can really just choose whatever I want. This book was a prompt about blood or gore on the cover, and obviously it has gore. Like, look at that. That's literally stunning. I'm wondering, honestly, if I can read another book in a single day, because that's kind of what I've been doing. I've just been like I don't mean to, but then like the books are so good that I can't stop. So anyway, I'm gonna go because I've been chatting your ear off for so long, like almost 20 minutes. So goodbye, Tiffany. I'll see you soon. I'll let you know what I pick. Bye.
We used to be solid, not falling apart. Things never not okay when you were mine. You used to be honest, not pulling my heartstrings. Every other day you change your mind. 'Cause when you're high, you call me like I'm lonely. Some kind of little toy for you to wind up when you land in bed and feeling lonely. I'm tired of being deployed like that. Getting busier and busier, so disorientated. First you want me, then you're busy. Girl, it's not that complicated. Got me tied up in a leash and running, round. You got me running in a circle. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck here like glue. You keep me on a loop. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck here like glue. You keep me on loop.
I look like a balding man, but whatever. So, hi. I know it looks like I'm literally wearing the same thing. I swear to God, I'm not. I was just a little bit chilly, so I put on my sweater. This has been my favorite sweater lately. I don't know why. I just can't get enough of it. I have an air conditioner now, and so my air conditioner is always going, and my apartment's actually pretty chilly, which I'm really thankful for. I'm here to tell you that I finished this fucking book, and I'm here to tell you, Tiffany, that I don't think I'm okay. Like, reading this book, I feel like a deep ache in my soul, in my heart. The way that I would literally kill someone for a girlfriend like Charlie. Bro, first of all, 5 stars. 5 fucking stars. This was so good. And not only that, dude, genuinely so fucking scary. This book gave me so much anxiety. I wasn't okay. I'm not okay, but like for different reasons. But I'm at a loss for words, which is it's like a new one for me because I always have something to say. But the way that I loved the plot, the way that I instantly loved the characters, even Charlie, are now engraved in my heart. On the surface, their names are carved into the muscle of my bones. That doesn't even make any sense. I loved them so much, dude. This is the kind of book which I can't explain why, but it makes me want to cry. I don't know why, but I want to sob. It's so beautiful and so, ooh, I don't know. I don't know what to say to you. The book reminded me of the movie Mother, and then also of the movie Grave Encounters. It kind of has that kind of vibe. If you've seen those movies, you know what I'm talking about. If you've read the book, maybe you know what I'm talking about as well. Like, it gave me that kind of vibe. It's terrifying, but like terrifying in the way that like things aren't really explained because they can't be. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of thing. And then also the fact that you're kind of questioning things just as much as the main characters are. The whole book, I was like, is Eve fucking crazy? I questioned whether or not her narration was factual. It really adds to the atmosphere, really adds to like this tension, this anxiety. And then also this fucking family, these people who are like in the house, seemingly don't want to leave. Like, the moment when they're like, okay, we're gonna get out of your hair. As a reader, I felt, oh my God, thank God, finally, please fucking leave. Please get the fuck out. Like, I just wanted some semblance of peace, some semblance of normalcy. Is that a word? Normalcy? Normalcy? Mr. Marcus was like, no, you can't have it. You don't deserve it. This book just makes me feel gay, but also scared. Which is kind of what I like. I kind of like the vibe of like, I'm a homosexual and I'm terrified. So thank you so much, Mr. Marcus. I really appreciate it. Dude, this is so good. I don't even know how to explain it. I just finished it maybe like half an hour ago and I am still just reeling. Oh my God, dude. And Charlie, bro, I want to make thirst traps for Charlie. Bro, first of all, she's described as having like 2 different colored eyes. Instant, you're hot. And then she has like a black pixie cut, bro, and freckles. And then just like her and Eve, bro. Like, okay, I recently tried reading Treason Without the Tea and I could not get into it. I just couldn't get into it. It wasn't my favorite. And part of it was because the couple was already like established. And so I was like, I don't know if I'm like into established couples. This book proves that wrong. We met Charlie and I was like, hold the phones. My brothers in Christ, hold the phones. We have to pause this press because somebody needs to write about this woman. The way that I would be the same as Eve, the way that I would be down bad, hardcore for Charlie. Oh my God. I just loved them. I loved them so much. And Thomas, I'm just going to say it right now, homophobic. I truly believe that. Paige, obviously, very homophobic. Thomas, a secret homophobe. I finished that basically in also one sitting. And now, once again, we're back to the, what will Jordan Line read? We don't know. I'm thinking maybe the Midnight Rooms, because we used to live here, could be the bottomless bottom mimosa. So I'm thinking I want to do Tiffany's Pussy Pop. I'm thinking maybe like the Midnight Rooms, or I was thinking Fever House because I've been really wanting to read this and haven't gotten around to it yet, or Incidents Around the House. I don't know. My heart is saying this one. I'm also like, okay, I read 2 books by women, 1 book by a dude, Mr. Marcus. And so I'm like, I should go back to reading books by women because that's like what I prefer. But I've also heard such good things. Like literally Haley Piper was like, Incidents was scary. I think I might put up another poll on my Instagram to see if people can help me decide. Like I've said many times, I am so indecisive. I can't make choices. Don't make me make choices. That's cruel. It's unfair. And then I think we'll call this vlog over. An ending. It's kind of like a new release vlog. We're such professional booktubers. How are you? How's it going? Enough about you, back to me. I've been like kind of depresso lately. Like I have been sleeping like a lot. Oh no. But I have really enjoyed reading all these books. And I'm excited to read the next one. Honestly, bro, this could be a 5-star vlog. This could be a vlog where I just read like banger after banger after banger. Because all of the books I've read so far have been 5 stars. We don't see that. I honestly feel as though The Midnight Rooms is definitely a 5-star book. I think Fever House could go either way. And I'm really hesitant about Incidents Around the House. Like I've said before, Josh Mallerman and we're not best friends. You know, Josh Mallerman is for is for like the he's, you know? I feel like Josh Malaman isn't here writing books for the she's, the theys, and the gays. Like, I feel like that's not what he's doing. I don't know. We'll see. Also been huge once again on my Stephanie Sue / Rotten Mango kick. I mean, I've been into her videos for a few months now, but now but I took a little bit of a break because I was watching them a bit too much. Maybe that's like a sign that I'm super depressed. Because when I was super depressed before, that's what I would do all day long. Stephanie Sue, Rotten Mango, watch like the most horrifying shit about the most horrifying shit. Maybe it's a bad sign. If I start watching a shit ton of BL, then you really know something's not right. Then that's when you really know. Yes, Bug, hi. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. So I'm going to let you go. I'm going to say goodbye. I feel like this is like a phone call. Anyway, I will see you later. I'll let you know what I read next. Bye.
I get the shivers whenever I'm thinking about you. Just wanna leave and live without you. Be on my own again. I get the shivers whenever you go out of line, yeah. I feel it creeping down my spine, yeah. Wanna be alone again. See your face, I can feel it coming back. These shivers are every day. Whoa, I say it's over, I get out of bed and leave, yeah. Just like that, I got the shivers whenever I would think about you. Now that I left, I live without you. I'm on my own again. I got the shivers whenever you went out of line, yeah. Now it's like everything is fine, yeah.
Hi, welcome to the end of the vlog. I finished Incidents Around the House by Josh Malaman. So I've had a little bit of time to think about it. While reading it, I thought this is 5 stars. While reading it, I thought this is another banger, like we're 4 for 4. But then the ending of the book, dude. Malaman fumbled the fucking bag. He fumbled it, bro. So I've had this dilemma now after reading the book. 99% of the book was great. 99% of the book, amazing, thrilling, action-packed, 10 out of 10, no notes. And then the last 1%, I absolutely hated. Not because it wasn't necessarily like gonna happen, not because I was like, oh, that's a stupid thing, blah, 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 not like that. Because it was so fucking rushed, because it happened so quickly, and there's so much room for interpretation, if that makes sense. I didn't like that everything was kind of like, okay, and like this is what happened and like the end, and it was like 3 pages. Other than that, the book is riveting. It's like scary, it's action packed, like I said, and it's just like this like on the run, like psychologically scary, but also at the same time like literally kind of actually frightening as well, just because like the other mommy is described so sparingly. The mystery of her appearance makes it worse. We don't know what she looks like, not really, and that kind of makes things worse, because then it kind of like leaves room for interpretation. Hi, Bug. What are you doing? You want to say hi? He said hi. He said hi, Bug. All 4 of these books I read in a single sitting. I didn't read all 4 of them in a single sitting. I mean, like, I read each of them like in one go. And I didn't even mean to read this in one go, but I did. The moment I started it, I was like, this is the kind of book that you finish in one go. Also, I will say the way that it's written, it's easy to get through, because this is what it looks like on the inside. Like, it's very fast. Like, you could probably physically read this in a few hours. I'm gonna say, so that there's no confusion, that this book is a 4 out of 5, a 4.5 out of 5. Like, it's still definitely worth your time. Like, I would recommend you read it, because I do think it's really, really good. But I just have, I personally just have issues with the ending. I don't think the ending was well done at all. Kind of almost sort of felt like he was just like phoning it in, where he was like, okay, like I've spent like 300 pages having this like huge thing, this will they, won't they kind of thing. And then it seems almost as if he was like, and I'm tired of the book, so I'm just gonna end it. I don't feel like writing it anymore, or this needs to be done, and so I'm just gonna end it. And like, maybe that's just how life works, I guess. I don't know. I don't like the ending. I don't like it. The rest of the book though, really good. It's anxiety inducing. All 3 of the horror books I read were so good. And then Chocolate Chip Cookie Murder, so good. I would recommend you read all of them. I think honestly Incidents Around the House was my least favorite, and then my most favorite I think was We Used to Live Here. And then my second favorite is The Eyes Are the Best Part, and my third favorite would be the Chocolate Chip Cookie Murder, and then this. But like all of them, top tier, like the best you could read, in my opinion. The creme de la creme. It's kind of a bummer to end with like a book where it's like, oh, that was like a little bit disappointing, but at the same time, like, I had an amazing reading week. I read like 4 books, and I've kind of been like in like a slumpy kind of thing, so you know, it's good. I'm glad, and I'm excited to read more new horror. Let me know in the comments what new horror book I should read next. I would love that, because I definitely want to do like more of these kinds of vlogs where I read like new horror, or just like books that you want me to, whatever. I'm also thinking about doing like a rant / like roast review of like a shitty romance book. I put a poll on my Patreon, and I think my patrons ended up voting for It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. So I think I'm going to do that one. I also kind of feel like I want to read Credence by Penelope Douglas, just because people also hate that book. Colleen Hoover like annoys me to like literally no end. Like, I think about that woman and I feel like a clenching in my chest. I feel like a fiery rage burn. You know what I mean? Like, I think of that woman and all of a sudden my heart becomes a phoenix. Like, I want to destroy her. I genuinely hate that woman. I don't know her at all. I hate her. Anyway, I have a few ideas for upcoming videos and stuff. So yeah, I have a few ideas for upcoming videos. Stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know down below if you've read these books, if you have different opinions, if you have the same opinions, if you were also just obsessed with all of these, please let me know. Also, let me know if you were just as down bad for Charlie as I am, as I was, as I will always be. Please let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video, for being here with me. It's been so much fun. I hope we can do this again. I hope you guys have a good day. Don't forget to hit subscribe, because we talk about spooky shit, talk about creepy shit, talk about how I want Charlie to be my girlfriend. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you in my next one.
We used to be solid, not falling apart. Things never not okay when you were mine. You used to be honest, not pulling my heartstrings every other